All right, welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. Today, we're going to be exploring something
Right.
pretty interesting, and that is the idea of turning negativity
Hmm.
into comedy. Now, our source material is pretty brief, but the concept itself is super interesting.
Yeah.
Um, so just imagine like all those frustrating moments, all those
Mhm.
annoying things, those difficult experiences,
Mm.
and flipping them,
Mhm.
finding a way to laugh at them, to turn them into something positive.
Yeah.
And I think we've all seen that happen, right?
Absolutely.
Like you're in a tense situation and somebody cracks a joke and it just
This whole can make.
completely changes the energy.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe you're dealing with something frustrating and finding a way to laugh at it helps you kind of reframe it and like
Right.
take it so seriously.
Yeah, it's like humor can be th- this pressure valve, right?
Yeah.
It lets off some of that built up tension.
Exactly.
And what's really interesting is that humor isn't just about, laughing and having a good time.
Yeah.
It can actually have some pretty profound psychological benefits.
Really?
Yeah, there's been research done with cancer patients
Wow.
who use humor as a coping mechanism,
Mhm.
and they often report a greater sense of control over their illness and
Mhm.
and higher levels of well-being.
That's incredible.
It's like humor gives them a way to kind of reclaim some agency
Yeah,
in a situation that feels very much out of their control.
that's so powerful.
Yeah.
That makes me think about, those comedians who kind of mine their own struggles from material.
Right.
Like they talk about their divorces, their addictions, their failures,
Mhm.
and they find a way to make it funny. Is
Right.
is that kind of self-deprecating humor a way of processing those experiences and maybe even finding a
I think so, absolutely.
yeah.
When we can laugh at ourselves, at our mistakes,
Yeah.
at the absurdity of a situation, it creates a kind of psychological distance that
Mhm.
can help us manage those difficult
It's
emotions.
like taking the power away.
It's back from the negativity. Yeah, it's not about denying the negativity. It's
Yeah.
about shifting our perspective on it.
Okay, so are there specific techniques for finding that humor?
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to say find the funny side,
Sure.
but how do you actually do that when you're in the middle of, you know, a really tough situation?
Well, one technique is called reframing,
Okay.
and it's basically about looking at a negative situation from a
Yeah.
different angle,
Mm,
finding an unexpected or absurd interpretation of it.
okay.
For example, imagine you're stuck in traffic, right?
The worst.
Instead of getting frustrated,
Yeah.
you could reframe it as like an impromptu concert
Okay.
featuring the world's worst car horns.
I love that. That's great.
Right.
Yeah.
You're kind of taking that negative experience and you're turning it into something.
Yeah. You're finding a different way to look at it.
Exactly.
It's not so serious anymore.
Right.
That's great. And it reminds me of this story about a comedian who
Mhm.
bombed on stage early in his career, like completely bombed.
Oh no.
Audience was staring at him.
Ouch.
And instead of panicking, instead of
Mhm.
getting all flustered, he leaned into the microphone and said, "Folks, this is going great."
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I like
He
that.
just completely owned it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and it became one of his signature bits.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he took this potentially mortifying experience and turned it into this
Uh,
moment of connection with the audience.
and that's the key, right?
Yeah.
It's that connection, that shared experience
Yeah.
that makes humor so powerful.
So it's not just about telling jokes. It's about resilience.
Yeah.
It's about perspective.
It's about all of that.
It's about connection.
Yeah, it's about finding a way to navigate the ups and downs of life
Yeah.
with a little bit of grace and a sense of humor.
So the challenge then is
The challenge is, can you find the humor
yeah.
in unexpected places?
Yeah.
Can you take those negative experiences and find a way to laugh at them?
Yeah.
I encourage you to try it this week.
I love it.
Pay attention to how it impacts your mood,
Mm-hmm.
your interactions with others.
Yeah.
You might be surprised by the power of laughter to
Absolutely.
transform not just a situation,
Mm-hmm.
but your whole outlook.
So powerful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for another deep dive. This was great.
My pleasure.
We'll see everybody next time.